Party. Many years ago, my mother used to sing to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty in a good old Irish way. And I would give the world to hear that song again this day. Toodaloo-da-loo-da, toodaloo-da-lie. Toodaloo-da-loo-da. Hush, now don't you cry.
Hey guys, welcome to our advice show, name pending, where me and Sweet Johnson
Hey.
give out sincere, honest advice,
So free.
and sometimes you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
But before we get all that, just remember that me and Johnson are not professionals of anything, or, well, I mean anything that pertains to this show.
And you're we're both professionals.
Well, yeah, but not at giving advice.
Oh. No.
Goodness. So hey, I thought we could start off with like just simple, easy things to kind of warm up,
Okay.
to get people to know more about us.
Gotcha.
So at my job, every time we get a new person, we would ask them these questions, and which tells you kind of how sick and weird we are. And it's kind of like, and then depending on what the person says, you kind of like we judged them on that,
Yeah.
because you know that's what you do.
Right. You judge.
And it was always so weird. Every time we talk about it, they'd be like so taken back. So I figured we would talk about those, kind of warm up, and let people judge you.
Sounds good.
Okay. So first question, easy question. Any superpower, if you could have any superpower, just one, what would you have? I think I know your answer.
You know my answer?
I think I do, but let's see.
Rapid cell regeneration.
So healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know your answer.
Yeah. What do
That's
you
not
think
what
my
I thought.
answer?
I figured it had something to do with strength, because
Oh.
that's what you do in all your D&D campaigns.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No, I do the healing factor.
You want to be Wolverine?
Yes. Do you not want to be Wolverine?
Mm-mm.
No. Or Deadpool.
No. No.
What's your
For
answer?
me, I would want to do anything that has to do with like I would want to be like Charles Xavier. Like I want to do like all
So-
mind control kind of stuff.
So invading people's
Yes.
minds without their consent.
Exactly. Tell them what to do, be able to find them.
Yeah. Which you already tell people what to do.
What do you mean? Like, oh, am I? Yeah, but
Just
people
like
don't
in
listen.
life.
Are you calling me bossy?
No.
No, ma'am. I'm not saying that at all.
Don't kick me off the show.
It's my show. I'm a wonderful boss.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
ask the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm. Yeah, no.
Oh, you're not?
No, I think I'm a good boss. I
Oh.
try to be. I mean, I hope I am.
Yeah. Everybody hopes they're good at something. They came out wrong.
Oh, it's usually me making fun of you. God, Coleman, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said those things.
Which
I
ones?
was just joking.
About the orphan thing?
Everything I've said for the last, God, how long have I known you? Year and a half?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that really has been a long time.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah. No, so that would be mine. What would you think it was?
Something along those lines.
Oh, whatever. Next question.
Okay.
Out of the big, like, normal tropes of monsters, like, you know, werewolves, vampires, things like that,
Okay.
which one would you be?
Frankenstein?
The scientist or the monster?
The monster. Frankenstein's monster.
Really?
Yeah. All he wants is to, like, a friend.
Yeah, it's so tragic.
Yeah.
Aw.
I mean, I have friends.
All he wants is a friend.
No, serious answer. Probably werewolf.
Yeah?
They're kind of sexy, right?
I mean,
Like before the dog thing. And after the dog. You know,
I mean, that's
depends
if
on
that's
how
your
you roll.
that's the one thing you're going after. I want to be something sexy.
No, then you go for the, I want to say Loch Ness. No. Swamp Thing. Not Swamp Thing. Fish of the Deep. What is it called?
You talking about the Loch Ness monster?
No, the one with, like, it's got the picture of him, like, carrying a girl.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp, is that?
Yeah, it's Swamp Thing.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because
It's got, like, all the
DC thing.
It's got all the like the sewage and like all that. You're talking about not sewage, but it looks like seaweed and stuff hanging off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's not Swamp Thing, let us know in the comment below.
It's something else. It's not Swamp Thing because that's the DC guy.
Oh well.
I'm
okay.
talking like the old like 40s screamer movie.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's what you would want to be?
No.
Oh.
That's
That's what if you wanted to be sexy.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you do.
yeah.
But so you go werewolf.
I'd go werewolf. Just yeah. What would you
Sure
be?
it is. Vampire.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's basic, but
Because of the mirror thing.
this is the mirror. So I don't have to look at myself. God, Coleman, I feel so judged.
Isn't this what we're supposed to be doing?
Wait,
Judging each other? Is that not what we're...
did I not get the memo right?
If I didn't, I'm sorry.
Well, I think I'm already half there because like I would prefer to be up all night and sleep all day if I could.
Oh,
The
yeah.
world worked that way, and I hate the sun. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not squeamish about blood.
Yeah.
In fact, that's one of the things they call us at my job, vampires, because we take everybody's blood.
Yeah.
I work in dialysis, by the way, people. So, not anything
She's like
weird.
the boss at the dialysis place.
There's different levels. I'm like a little
Middle management?
yeah. I guess.
Upper middle management?
I don't even know.
I could see that. Immortality and all that.
Yeah. Super strength. You can fly, depending on, again.
You can change into bad.
Mm-hmm.
Depending.
Depending on.
Have you seen the Dracula Netflix series?
You talking about the anime?
No. It's like Dracula.
Oh, wait, yes.
Yeah.
I did.
It was
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was alright for like the first episode,
Yeah.
and then it just went down.
I liked it when they were like in the house,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like,
when
okay,
he
this
was
is kind of
figuring
cool.
out what the fuck's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. And I loved how the house was like ever changed. Like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then after we progressed from those like 2 episodes, then I didn't care anymore.
Because they gave Dracula a tablet. And like he
Uh,
call his lawyer or
It's
some
just
shit
stupid.
like that.
And I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm over all that.
Yeah. So what's your favorite vampire movie?
Vampire movie?
Or show or type?
My favorite book series about that has a vampire in it is it's called
Twilight? Mine
no.
too. About the werewolves. Same thing.
Negative. I hate Twilight a lot. No, it's God. I forgot what the series was. I can't think of it. But the main book is called Morrigan's Cross. And anyways, it's written by Nora Roberts, and it's an amazing because it doesn't have just a vampire. There's like several different types of monster tropes or magical type people in it. Anyways, and it's awesome. But they are fighting vampires.
Is the main character like a Van Helsing thing, or is it?
No, it's about 6 people, 3 guys and 3 chicks, and one of them is a vampire. One of them is a wizard, One of them is a shapeshifter. One of them is a vampire hunter, and the other one's a witch. And what they're fighting is like this vampire horde that they're evil and trying to take over the world and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
The typical,
Yeah.
whatever. But anyways, it's really well written, and I don't know, it's awesome. I'm really surprised that I haven't tried to turn it into a campaign yet. But
See, I'm still trying to wonder what you did, what you took, or based Scribes on.
it was heavily based on a book series.
Yeah, you told me
Mhm.
that. I just
Yeah.
haven't figured that out.
I draw a lot from what I read,
No.
so, which I mean, in other sources, but I like, but yeah, you should, Craig's read the book series. You should read it sometime. It's really good. Next question.
Okay.
So, and I know your answer on this one.
Oh, you know my answer.
I
on
know
this.
your answer. I know it. You're on a desert island.
Okay.
You and some other person. You and Katie. Let's spice this up. You and Katie are on a desert island. Katie dies. Natural causes.
Yeah.
Starvation.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You eat her.
The yeah. It. I don't know why, but it's always been a fascination to me. Not a fascination. Okay, wrong words. Kink? No.
Feeling very uncomfortable now. I
Um,
need to bring an adult with me when I come visit.
Craig.
Craig, please come with me. Okay.
No. If, like, say, you, Amber, brought a plate of burgers up to the office and said, "Hey, do you want a people burger? These are made from human meat. They're cooked. You don't have to hunt, kill, clean the human." I would take a bite. See how it tastes.
Let's move on from this.
We want to do a serial killer podcast?
Oh man, I'd be all about it.
Oh,
I love serial killers.
Yeah.
For my English, like we had to do this big end of the year project for one of my English classes in college, and she's like, it can be anything, and she wanted different types of media and like all of this stuff, and like some people did like some people did a board game about their life. Some people like did all these things. What I did is I made this box that was supposed to be like the souvenirs of Jack the Ripper.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I had like, he had like different, like a, almost looked like a scrapbook. I made it. I made all these things of a scrapbook, and like he wrote about each one of his, I did, but each one of his victims, and like I got into really detail, and it was very graphic, and like all of this stuff. And what else did I have in there? And I got like, I used fake hair and put locks of hair, and like, I went
Christ.
totally crazy with it. She loved it.
Yeah.
The rest of the class thought I was weird, but
Yeah.
she loved it. I was like, okay, cool.
Anyway, yeah, I've always been fascinated by stuff like that.
Yeah, and I love watching all those documentaries and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I love it. Okay, you're in a boat. Titanic, right?
That's not a good boat.
No, I know. The big boat is sinking, you're in a lifeboat. Okay? Big boat is sinking, you're in a lifeboat, but it's overcrowded.
Right.
Your little lifeboat is sinking. You see a guy he's alive, but he's wounded. What, do you throw him overboard?
Okay, first, I wouldn't be on that lifeboat
You wouldn't.
because women and children first. And
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Such a gentleman. They say chivalry's dead.
Fuck them kids. No, okay. Questions. How injured?
Well, I mean, you're no doctor, but it looks like he's going to die. But you never know.
How did the other people feel about it?
Did you take a poll?
Like, if I was going to do this,
We're
I would
going to
take
say
a poll.
50-50. Some people say save
50-50.
them, and other people saying throw them overboard. You're the deciding vote.
Do I care what the 50 who's saying save them say?
I don't know.
Like,
Do you care?
Do I give a shit about their opinion of me?
It's random people in the vote.
Okay, yeah, throw them overboard.
Okay. I like how that one was hard for you, but the eating your wife, not at all.
Okay. I
You're
haven't...
like, I didn't even finish the question. You're like, yeah, I'd do it.
Because you knew what my answer was going to be. No, because I've thought about what I would do in the situation where I would have to...
To have to eat Katie? You think
Not
about
Katie.
it?
Not Katie.
Oh,
'Cause
just people.
That'd be sad, but... Can't make myself cry at night again. No. Because you think about what you would do to survive on a...
I also think at a point like that, with this, like, because once you get to a certain point in hunger, you do anything.
Yeah.
I don't see, and like your basic instincts kind of take over.
Yeah.
And I think that you would, like most people would.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No matter what they say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like there's a point where you're no longer thinking, even if it's your loved one or not.
Right.
So I think most people in that situation would. Me personally, I would. Because I'm like, what's the point of her just...
Rotting
Or if it was Craig,
yeah.
What's the point of him just rotting away? And I know that he would want me to survive.
He'd do the same thing.
He would do the same thing. And you're not killing the person.
Right,
They just
right.
die.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And most people are like, oh no. I'm like, you would just lay down and die.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
I don't think people would.
I probably would have given up a lot sooner than that, because that's how I am. Just like...
You just go lay over in the beach and die. Take a rock and hit yourself in the head repeatedly.
Yeah, if it meant...
For you, Katie!
If it meant, like, she has a chance, then, yeah.
Aww.
But if she dies first,
I mean, if she trips accidentally one
Wink,
night, wink, wink, if this coconut falls from the tree,
the boat honks as...
come back around!
rocks in my hand.
Oh, she just fell. No. The boat thing, I think, again, a lot of people would, in that situation, because people do crazy things when they're putting in stressors like that.
Right.
And if he's injured, and if it looks like he's dying, then, I mean, it goes into the whole idea of, do you save this one person? It's basically, you kill this one person and save, I don't know how many's in a lifeboat. 10, we'll say 10 people.
Yeah.
Or 11 people die. So it's just how it is.
See, my whole thing would have been, I would have sat back. I would have made that decision.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just...
I'm just over here. Y'all don't look at me. I'm not going overboard. No one's moving me.
You can't move me.
It's not happening. God.
So you'd throw him overboard?
Yeah, I would. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or I would tell Craig too. Which he would.
It's random people.
Well, I'm assuming my loved one is there. But if not, then I'll be like...
What if it was Craig the one that was wounded?
Like to the point he's gonna die?
Yeah.
He'd probably jump over.
Listen to this. Fuck, I would.
Craig's like, bullshit! Ever tried to kill me? No. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, last stupid filler question.
Okay, stupid filler question.
Okay, this one I think is the hardest one.
Okay.
Wait. Your drink, what is that?
Kentucky Deluxe.
I thought you were drinking your own wine.
Do you want me to drink my wine?
No, it's cool. And then you gave me something else. You're like, here, Amber. Yo.
We're on a desert island.
God. God. Okay, so you're in we're gonna say a war zone. Okay. You're trying to escape Afghanistan or something like that. Okay.
Right.
Trying to get this group of people out. In this group of, we'll say 20 people, there's a lady with a baby. And
Is this another MASH situation?
that's exactly where I got it from. It's MASH. I forgot we were talking about that before you and me. Trying to get the people out. You have to be quiet. You'll be found. Everybody dies, right?
Right.
Baby won't stop crying.
What rank?
You're in charge.
I'm in charge. Damn it.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't kill a baby. No.
You let all those other people die.
Let one of them kill the baby. I don't want to kill a baby.
I don't want the blood on my hands. You kill the baby.
Don't make me kill a baby, Amber. I feel like I need to talk to HR about this. Shit, you are HR.
That's right.
No, I thought I was HR because you're CEO, FO.
I don't know.
Craig's CEO, Porter's COO, you're CFO,
Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be in charge of finances.
and I'm HR.
You're whatever.
Yeah, whatever I need to be at that time.
Talk to yourself about it, Colton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
If you're in a relationship with a man and he loses interest in sex, does that mean he's cheating on you?
No.
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 Just means he really likes to play D&D.
That, or he works 12-hour shifts in like a hot-ass fucking place. All he wants to do when he gets home is just shower and, eat and go to bed. I'm not speaking from life experience.
Not me, but other people.
But no, there's more to life than sex. There's more to a relationship than sex. Like sex is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for a relationship.
Okay.
But just talk. Cuddle them.
Okay.
I don't know.
Coleman says no.
Not always.
Not always. Well, then how do you know that it does mean they're cheating on you? Because earlier you were telling me about someone that you knew that they were cheating.
Okay.
How do you know?
If they had their phone
Okay.
a lot,
So I have a question. So do you and Katie, do y'all know your passwords for everybody's? Like, do you know how to get into her phone? She has to get
yeah,
yours and all that.
yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
keep hers locked.
Oh.
I keep mine. Just
I have to
like
keep
a
mine
little-
locked for work.
Yeah, I keep my thumbprint,
Yeah.
and she knows the password.
And she knows the password to like all your emails and all your stuff like that.
I mean, she knows I never fucking use email.
Well, I don't know. I didn't mean
I'm
email, but like things, just
I
whatever.
don't have any other things. My Facebook, I never get on.
Yeah.
I
know.
Yeah. I don't have an Instagram. Don't have Twitter. Don't have.
Listen, I'm making mead. Leave me alone.
I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time for sex. I'm making mead.
No, it just means he's real busy making mead and wine. Tasting his product.
Getting
God.
shit faced on his product. Which I did have a thing ready last week of
What?
wine.
Oh, but you drink it all,
But I
didn't
drank.
you?
Yeah.
Which was wonderful. The time before that, you're like, hey, Amber, I'm making this wine. You're going to love it. I'll bring it for you. Next time, I drank it all.
I drank it all. Sorry. It was only like a bottle like that.
That's okay. I was gonna say that's a lot,
That's
but
2 liters of wine.
but you know, it's you we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have anything secret.
Well, like, we don't either.
No.
But I'm really surprised by a lot of people like to keep those lines in relationships. And
I don't understand
I don't know. So, but yeah.
Like a bank account and all that.
Separate bank accounts? Yeah.
No, God no.
See, us neither. Or, we don't have my money. We don't have his money. It's like our money.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have separate bank accounts.
Yeah.
And they pay things like they're roommates or something. But hey, if it works for your marriage, it works for your marriage,
Sure.
and that's great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't understand it.
Yeah. Like growing up, my grandparents raised me, and so every Tuesday was Grandpa's bank day. They had the same bank account, but he would go and withdraw some cash,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Grand's allowance. He called it.
Oh my.
Yeah, but I think it was just like him getting money out for her. You know,
Okay.
like yeah, she liked deals, like at JCPenney and all that.
Oh, so
yeah,
it's his way of trying to control that.
yeah.
Her allowance. That's great. Well, I mean, in a way, I guess, because, like, if you budget things, like, me and Craig budget stuff.
Yeah,
and
we
like,
do
so
too.
there's a budget for, like, his, like, goof off money. You know what I mean? And that's,
Yeah.
like, for his.
Allowance.
And there's, like, mine.
Yeah.
But we've set that for each other, or first. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
a
you
group thing.
can't
It's
get
not like
together.
he says, you get $50, and that's it.
Right. And it'd be like $700-800
For a week?
for like groceries and all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
For us, like, for JCPenney deals, how much was she spending?
I don't know. I never asked. Like I just saw him hand her money, and then
You're like,
just never asked.
what does Gran do on Monday nights?
Whoa.
Oh, getting uncomfortable.
I mean, I guess it hoped she didn't have any teeth.
Oh, God, Coleman. Why? No.
Because
You need to. Here, I'm going to move this bottle away from you.
no, give me more of that. It's not bad, right?
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Makes you say weird things.
Does anyone else think it's fake when the checkout cashier says, "And how are you today?" I've had that from time to time in the supermarket, and I'm normally aloof to the cashiers because they say that as if they actually care or mean it. It's fake and false. They don't legitimately want to know how are you today. What bullshit that is. The trouble is, I see through many people. They don't fool me.
That person has problems.
It's a fucking dumbass.
Okay.
It's called being polite.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me though on this. Okay. So my brother, one of my brothers, he is like the guy that can talk to anybody, right?
Oh, yeah.
Never met a stranger. We go to the supermarket. 5 people come his best friend. Like, you know what I mean? He just talks to everybody. And if you haven't ever listened to us before, we're from the South. That's a very common thing.
Yeah.
To talk to people.
Right, like going through a drive-through. Like, how are you today? Good, how about you? They're taken aback by that.
Right. Like, oh. And
what do you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
or have conversation with people, like, while they're checking out your groceries, like that example. Like, that's
Yeah.
very common. Or holding the doors open and even talking to people in line while you're waiting to get checked out. A very common thing.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't happen like every
I
time.
don't start the conversation.
No, but I'll talk to you if you talk to me.
Right.
Like, that's all very common. But my brother's the guy that will start talking to you.
Okay.
He's that guy. And so he's stationed right now up in Rhode Island.
Oh.
In a
okay.
very, apparently, wherever he's at, I don't know that area, but he says it's a very well-to-do area.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's on this base or whatever it is for Coast Guard. I don't know.
Right.
Port? Is it a port? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, and he, like, no one will talk to him. Like, he goes, I go to the grocery store, and I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? And they just look at him like he's weird.
Yeah.
And it's, like, frustrating to him. because everyone's rude. Is how he sees it.
Yeah.
But his wife, she's from New York. She's from Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
And so they met because she was stationed down here and with him. Anyways, but she talks about how weird it is coming from that, which that's normal to not talk to each other, to hear, and it like threw her off when people are like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And she's like, "People talk to me, and I don't know what to say."
Yeah.
And then like how weird it took her a long time to get used to people just talking to her. And
Right.
she'd be like, "Do I know you? I don't know you. Like, why are you talking to me?" And when
the
she's
fuck are you?
yeah, she's not a rude person. She's sweet, super
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
But it's just such a different in culture that she was like, and she's like, and it's the same thing. She'll say, Matthew, my brother. She's like, he won't shut up. He talks to everybody. And I'm like, I just want to go get our thing and leave. But not Matt. He wants to go and browse and talk to 5 different people, and that's typical.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's just different everywhere you go. But it is. It's nothing else is being polite here. If you don't do that, people are like, well, that's horrible customer service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like going out with like say mom or grand,
Mhm.
like going shopping, they would bitch so much if the cashier was like didn't talk a lot or anything like that.
Exactly, because it's considered rude if you
Right,
don't.
right.
Yeah.
But and see, I would love it. I don't know. I like being the polite thing, but also extreme introvert,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't like talking. So it's just like, yeah, okay, here's one.
Yeah.
That's why I love the self checkout.
Yes. Well, I love internet.
Oh,
If
that
I can
too,
buy
yeah.
it online and have it delivered, I'm doing that.
No.
But and I don't mind, like you said, polite. Oh, how are you today? Doing good. You have a
Right.
good day. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But I bake a lot, and
Amazing cakes.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't made one in a long time.
My favorite was that white chocolate raspberry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh god,
Good
that's
stuff.
amazing.
But when you go, like if I'm doing like a large cake or a lot of cupcakes, like you go and you buy in bulk, right?
Right.
And then most of the time they'll comment like, "Oh, someone's baking today." Like, "Oh, haha, that's it." But sometimes it gets weird. And then they start turning into like, "Oh, like they want recipes and stuff." And
Oh,
I'm
God.
like, "I don't know you, and I have a business. I'm not going to give you recipes that I worked hard to create." Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
anyways, maybe that's rude of me.
No.
Is that rude? That's the
especially
question.
if
Is
you-
that rude?
If you made the
Like,
recipe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
no,
I'm not going to be like, "Oh, go check out Betty Crocker." Like, these are things that I created.
Yeah, yeah. If
After
it was
lots of trial, you
right,
know.
right. If it was like I don't know, you just Google the name of the thing. It's like,
Like,
hey,
hey, I'm doing this.
yeah, my son and them wanted this thing for that. Anyway, here's my recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was always weird because I didn't know how to handle that, and that made me really uncomfortable. And then, like, I had to buy a pregnancy test one time. And for whatever reason, like, the self-checkout stuff wasn't open.
Oh.
And so I'm like, and I had to like prep myself up to do this because also a big introvert and like embarrassed. Like I couldn't buy, when I was younger, I couldn't buy toilet paper because it embarrassed me. I know. Problems, y'all. Problems. Like, but so this is a big deal. Talk myself up. I'm like, Amber, you're an adult. You can do this. They're not, the cashier people, they don't care.
Slapping yourself in the face.
Whatever.
getting
So I'm
hyped.
like, I can do this. So I go to the cashier thing, and the lady scans it, and she's like, "Oh, you're pregnant?" And I'm like, "Well, that's what the test is for." And there's people behind me, Coleman. And she's like, "Congratulations!"
Oh my
And then she
God.
looks at the line, she goes, "She's having a baby."
Oh my god.
And I was like,
what the fuck?
I was the color of the wine. I was so red. I was just
Oh my
like,
God.
"Ma'am." Like, I didn't even know I was pregnant. But still, and she didn't know, I mean, she didn't know my situation.
Yeah, she doesn't
She didn't know
know.
if this was a happy thing or a sad, or
Oh
something.
shit,
or,
I might be. Type
or
of
like,
thing,
or
you know.
oh crap,
Yeah.
whatever. She had no clue. And she's like, oh, congrats. It wasn't the only thing I bought. I bought other things.
Yeah.
So the whole process, she's talking about the freaking pregnancy test. And I'm just like, please, God.
And you're not the kind to say, like, look, I don't, shut
No,
up.
no,
Shut
I would
up.
never do that. I would never do that. But the whole time, and you would think when I turned scarlet, she would know, oh, I shouldn't talk about this. But she didn't.
You should think that you shouldn't talk about that kind of thing at all.
No. I mean, right? Am I wrong? I
No,
was
that
just
is
like,
terrible.
I
That is
was
a
like,
terrible person.
what the heck? I'm like turning red now just talking about it. I was so embarrassed.
Oh my God.
And I mean, again, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I think it was with Kaylin. It was my second pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd already gone through this before. And this lady is like calling me out in front of all these people. And I was just like, oh my God. I am never doing this again. I'm gonna make Craig go by. Because Craig he don't care, man.
Right.
He don't care at all. He's like, sure, yeah, I'll go buy 10 of them. And, and of course the thing is, that never happens to him.
Of course.
Nobody,
No.
but stuff like that happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Because I just attract that, I guess.
Yeah.
Why would you
Yeah.
do that to a person?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What, was it an older lady?
No, no. She was a girl probably around my age at the time, like in her 20s.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. And I was just like,
She should know
like,
better.
because I scoped the people out before I went to them. I didn't want to go to a guy, and I didn't want to go to someone I thought would be judgy of me.
For buying a prank.
Yes! COVID! This is a big deal to me! I couldn't buy toilet paper until I had to. And I
Until
was
you
like,
absolutely had to.
until I moved out of my parents' house.
Oh.
And so, I scoped everyone. I'm like, oh, okay, this chick, like, she's my age-ish, like, you know what I mean? Like, she'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, not say anything. Nope. Apparently, I don't know how to read people.
Don't.
Because I was just like, what the heck? And I was so embarrassed. To this, I can tell you it was in the Brownwood Walmart. And I can tell you which check it was because it was
My
burned
God.
into my memory. I was so embarrassed.
That's great. Oh.
So if you are a cashier, please don't do that.
Yeah. Don't.
Don't talk about people's stuff, man.
Yeah. Unless it's like, hey, it's a lot of cake mix.
That's okay. That's
Not
safe.
like, hey, somebody's got a bun in the oven.
Hey everyone, she's pregnant. Like that was enough to say it to me, but then she turns to the audience and announces it, and they're all like, oh, congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah, like
yeah.
they don't know what to do
Don't give a
either.
shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
They just want to buy their carrots and get the fuck
right.
out.
It was horrible.
See, I've never had that happen. Like, I've never had an overly talkative cashier. Like, I've had one that's like, bubbly and all that, but it's...
I don't know. I think I just attract people like
I
that.
think so, yeah.
Because, I mean, even like...
Because I don't have conversations like that outside of...
Well,
anywhere.
I don't mean to.
I mean,
It
like,
just
I don't...
happens.
It's not like a... Yeah, I think you just attract that kind of thing.
Maybe it's because I don't know how to, like... you're right. Like, if I'm put in an uncomfortable situation, I don't know how to say no. Like, shut it off. You know what I mean? Like, tell her
Yeah.
to... Ma'am, please don't say that. Like, I don't know... I'm not going to do that. But, or I don't know how to look like...
Should have
I
just
don't
gone to
know.
the guy.
I should have, because
Shut
he
the
would have been
fuck
as
up
embarrassed
about it.
as me and then not say anything.
And then you would have been laughing
And
about
then I've been
that.
fine.
Yeah.
And then I've been
Laughing at
fine.
that guy.
Yes. But instead, I get, you're pregnant? She's pregnant!
That's great.
I was so, oh my God, lady.
Which you were.
I was.
So, she knew.
Well, I mean, I was. And it's fine. And again, like, it was all
It
good.
happened another time after that.
Well, yeah.
But-
Yeah, I made Craig get all those. No. I was just normally like I would go to the self checkout, but for whatever reason they were down.
Right.
I don't know, but yeah.
They had self-checkout all the way back then?
All the way back then. My daughter's like 4. Oh, back in the olden days.
What was it like? Oh, they had Roll20 back in the 80s? For Craig.
He's such a jerk.
I listened to that the other day,
What?
the podcast
Mhm.
where I said that, and Craig was having none of it. Like, he just shut down.
Okay.
And if you're listening to this for the first time on this channel,
Then this is what you picked.
this is your fault. No, we're part of a bigger thing called Eyes of the Beholder.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 2 of us and 2 other people play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D.
D&D. And other things. We do Let's Plays.
Yeah,
and,
Let's Plays.
And podcast.
Yeah, this is kind of a podcast.
It has turned into that. Yeah. So, to help us out next time,
Okay.
we either leave a question below and
Yeah.
we will answer it,
Or do a serial killer podcast.
or do a series.
Because I've been thinking about that ever since I said it.
That's what you want to do?
Kind of. Like, I'd be down. Like, one of us research that week and just, like, talk about it on that night, and the other...
I'm all about it.
Yeah. Sweet. High five.
All right. Have you ever gone wine tasting?
I haven't.
Oh, man, we should go sometime.
I wouldn't know what to do.
It doesn't matter.
Like, I can't taste wine.
Well, then
like,
why
no.
would you want to do?
No, listen. It's weird. I can't taste between shit wine and, like, $500 wine. Like, the $3 bottle at Walmart.
Have you bought that?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I see where your 50,000 went. I'm
The
joking.
$3 bottle?
I thought you said the $300 bottle.
No.
I was
Oh,
like, I
God,
didn't even
no.
know there was one.
No. There's some at United that are locked up. It's like, or not United, Market Street.
Uh-huh.
It's like, they've got a huge wine section because that's, they're catering towards that.
Right.
They're over on Buffalo Gap and all that. Anyway, I can't taste the difference, or not difference, but like, yeah, I guess difference between a $5 bottle of wine and a $20 bottle of wine. I don't know. That's why I am pouring sugar and grape juice and putting some yeast in it.
There we go. And it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I mean,
After you've drunk some of it, you don't seem to taste it at all.
Well, no, like at the winery things, they, it's not about so much price. It's more about experiencing different flavors, profiles,
Oh, okay.
and about, now, of course, they do when they're trying to sell you.
Right,
stuff.
of course.
But and then they tell you how to pair it and stuff like that, which I always thought was a bunch of crap because, I didn't grow up around that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I never saw alcohol in the house at all. Like, grandparents never ordered any, like, going out, nothing like that. Never saw wine in the fridge.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I just buy the cheap stuff because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Plastic bottles and whatnot.
But, yeah, in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much easier to carry around. Just sling that thing and right in your
I
mouth.
think I did that at one time.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Just a,
Wide in a can.
Oh,
You're the
God.
only person I've ever seen find
There
that.
is, if you go to Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and look in the wine section, there is more canned wine than I have seen in, like, last year.
You started a revolution.
I don't know. It's Dark Horse wine. It's like, apparently it's pretty good wine.
Oh.
Apparently I got...
Well, they got. Is it wine or is it one of those seltzers? Because those seltzer things are like real big right now.
No. You talking like the Bud Light seltzer?
No. Like, oh God. Is it Barefoot that has all these wine seltzers like Moscato and like...
Oh, that might be it. I don't know.
But those are real big right now.
I
Those are like low
looked.
calorie and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. All I saw is like a lot of cans on the wine aisle.
And you're like, I started this. This is
Yo,
me.
I'm like, that's a bad idea because I tried that once. It's a terrible idea. It's the aluminium flavor.
Oh, you mini. So posh. But anyways, on this wine touring, that's where I learned, like, because you would take a bite of something and you would drink the wine, and then you take a bite of something else and drink the wine, and it tasted completely different. Like it was very, like, certain things were very complimentary and stuff. So,
I can see this going with like some cheese.
but what kind of cheese? Cheese whiz?
Cheese in a can.
Spray cheese! Oh my god.
No, I tried some. Apparently, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's the chicken biscuit, chicken and a biscuit,
I love chicken biscuit.
and like American squeeze cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love both of those things.
They're good.
It's
They're
horrible.
really good. I had that for a meal like last week.
It's horrible. But I love it. Chicken
Oh.
biscuit, oh holy crap. I
What
love
did
those.
What did Judd say? Like something about like white trash
Oh.
because you poured alcohol.
There's
in
a poured
the can.
alcohol in the can.
It was a can of Coke.
Yes.
You opened it, drank a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then poured some booze in it.
Poured some booze, and I've done that for a while, and had
And
no clue it was white trash.
John said it was white trash. Your brother.
My brother,
Yeah.
came
Which
from the same place I did.
the first time I saw you do that, I thought it was amazing. Like it's a
Really?
genius idea. Yeah, because I would do that with a bottle.
Yeah.
Like get a 24-ounce bottle of like Coke or Dr Pepper or something like
Mhm.
that. Drink a little bit until you hit the
Right. Well, you know you're
wrapper.
down. Yeah.
and then pour the rest in.
So why is it so white trash?
I don't know.
Why was he looking down on me?
I think it's just John.
And I didn't even know that it was a thing.
Yeah.
But, I didn't know. There's a lot I don't know. You're incriminating yourself. You're a horrible person, John.
I am a horrible person, and people know this.
Mm-hmm.
And they still
Well,
like
see,
me for it.
Well,
Not for it, but
because you
still-
just don't leave.